I'm coming now to a time when I wasn't in Ireland at all. I did make study of it afterwards, and I met the men who were out in 16, and I was very proud to call them friends. And while I gave due credit to all the men who went out there and fought in 1916, I said, from the military point of view, something else could be done. These men in 1916, who were the men that rescued this nation from eternal slavery and gave their lives for it, and who can't be bested, could make a mistake just as we made mistakes after them. And if anybody aspires to leading or being a part of another movement for freedom of this nation and its people from all the evils that are afflicting it, they'll have to realize that there is no man or no group of men has ever been superhuman. We all made our mistakes. We all learned from what we did. But the men in 16, I could never make out why went out to fight. Some 11 or 1,200 of them. I can't understand why their leaders, instead of going in to defensive positions, and if you get a map of Dublin and examine these defensive positions, you will see that they had a surprise. They got into the GPO, they got into the Stephen's Green, they got into Boland's Mills, they got into all these places in the surprise. I can never make out why these men, or why their leaders, didn't make him attack 3 places, and they had plenty of troops to do it, which, to my mind, would be easier than capturing a barracks in 1920-21. If they had gone for Dublin Castle as a real attempt, I know that there was some kind of an attempt there, but it was more or less, they're here and we go at them. They already had taken up defensive positions, but if they had gone there and gone for 2 barracks, they'd have got a vast amount of arms. They'd have got so many prisoners. They would have had these prisoners there. They should have gone for the telephone exchange. And they would have put all these troops out of action. They'd have the barracks occupied, they'd have their supplies, and perhaps they would be able to continue for a month or 2 longer than they did. Now, of course, there is one answer to that thing, and it is this, that the men of 16 went out to make a blood sacrifice.